Where did you begin?
I'm trying to swallow. Hello.
Wait.
Here we are. Hello.
Okay, wait. Yes, just get. I just want to go and say that I really feel like my my shoulders are coming in.
She's like, I don't know, y'all see what I see?
I see it. I'm like, what? Who the fuck is
We are not gonna make it.
this? Yeah, we're totally not gonna make it.
Okay. King to pass.
Okay, wait, where's my notes? All right, are we ready? Are we ready?
I believe so.
Okay, I'm gonna count us in.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hello everybody. Good day wherever you are out there, and welcome to Return of the Living Dead Girls. Here we are. It's Friday.
We are your host.
We are.
We ain't even.
We are your hosts. I am Nikki.
I am Elaine. Eternal.
Eternal.
We are already on one tonight, y'all.
I know. I was like, just saying, like, we are barely gonna make it through this episode.
Yeah, we have to, given the topic of this episode, we're gonna probably have to make it a little lighthearted.
But not in a disrespectful way, because trigger warning off the bat.
And disclaimer
about today's episode is going to be on the more serious side. Because we are going to be talking about killers, specifically queer killers. Okay. So there's going to be some sensitive subjects.
Absolutely.
And, even talk about, again, trigger warning about death, different ways of dying, people taking their own lives.
Serial killers,
or
sexual nature, all of that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. But again, if this is your first time with us, welcome. Hi. If
you're in for it,
yeah, because this will be maybe.
Don't listen to it with your kids.
No, this is adult content for sure. But yeah, thank you for tuning in.
I've been working out a lot, sorry.
Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, Instagram. Give us a follow, give us a like, share us, follow us.
Exactly. So, do something.
So yeah, we I wanted to kind of add in there, like, we're not making light of any of this, like we were kind of already saying, because we are kind of, just a little crazy. We be popping off, just joking around, but
yeah, absolutely.
We know how serious these topics are.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna fix this camera. There we go. That's good.
So we just wanted to kind of shed some light on that, and being part of the queer community, we wanted to, just kind of dive into that realm, I guess, in the true crime world, because we like true crime stuff.
And the topic is, why we're saying this is because it's basically about queer murderers and serial killers.
Yes.
That we've come across, or that because some people may not even know of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to kind of start us off here. I'm going to start us off with a pretty popular story from the queer community. It's somebody named Dorian Corey, and if you don't know who that is, pretty iconic in the drag and just underground voguing and stuff like that back in back in the day. I want to say it was like the 70s or 80s, or like 80s, 90s, or all of the above. And basically just an all-around, mother in the community, basically helping people, just kind of spreading her light and her knowledge, and people really looked up to this person. But in the 90s, I believe it was, the early 90s, they died from AIDS-related complications, and when I believe an assistant or just somebody that was close to her was going through her closet just looking for costumes, and just because that's what Dorian apparently said, like, when I go through my stuff, take what you want, sell what you don't, whatever, but they found a bag in the closet, specifically a green plaid hanging clothes or a garment bag is what it's called. You know what I'm talking about? You can hang them and it's like the whole thing has a zipper and all that. Green plaid. And they said... Plaid.
Oh, plaid.
Plaid. And they said that they kind of started to open it, I guess. But as soon as they did that, this undeniable smell came from the bag. And they automatically stopped there and they just called the police because they were like,
you already know something dead up in that
something
bitch.
is fucking dead. We're not, So when the cops came in, like, you didn't look or whatever, and I guess the person basically said, like, those are things that you can't unsee for the rest of your life. So we are pretty sure what was in there, and we're not gonna like traumatize ourselves, basically. But there was a note. Okay, so this is one of my screenshots right here. The mortician that I've mentioned in one of our older episodes on YouTube. Check her out.
What's her name? Do we remember?
Caitlin Doty.
Okay.
And the description of her channel is funeral industry reform, I think. Reform or something. Green Death Advocate, Morbid History Club. But she had a whole episode about this. And in her little tidbit, I think hers was like less than 5 years ago or something when she was talking about Dorian, and was basically saying that there was a note in there that said something along the lines of, this poor man tried to rob me and I had to protect myself, or maybe it was just this poor man tried to rob me, but the note was like with this body. That was apparently mummified also, because it was wrapped in a particular type of material and plastic bags. Girl.
Okay, go ahead.
But, I mean, that's basically the gist of the story, that this person, Dorian Corey...
That reminds me, and I think... What? So, I want to say... I mean, we all know that show Pose, right? And I think, isn't that what kind of where they got that from? Because I'm like, that sounds extremely like the story plot where they had killed that man or something on I think it was on accident, right?
Yes.
And they put him in the trunk, like
what was her name? Gosh, I can't remember. We're looking it up right now. Electra. Yes, Electra had it in her closet. Yeah, that definitely was because of Dorian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yes. And I was just like, oh my God. And I remember seeing that in Pose. That show, I loved that show. I think it's so good. It made me cry so fucking much.
It was a good show.
Yeah. I mean, like, ugly cry. I'm like, God, what is...
And she ugly cries a lot.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do. You cry for everything.
But not ugly cry. But that show made me ugly cry because it was just, there were some very touching moments. But yeah, that's the first queer killer that I want to kind of share. And it's just crazy that she had the body. Like, they were kind of saying that it could have been from the 60s or the 70s that this body first was like put there. Because there were these beer pull tabs, like beer can pull tabs, you know?
Yeah.
Like how ours, it has 2 holes or whatever, but it was like some vintage beer can tabs, and it kind of made the authorities think alien wiener or robot wiener.
I'm sorry, y'all.
She's squeezing the microphone.
It's just, okay.
But Yeah, and also this person, Doreen Corey, you might also know her from a very infamous queer film that's amazing. It's called Paris is Burning. It's from 1990. It's a LGBTQ plus documentary. So good.
I've never seen it, but I have heard of it.
It says focuses on drag queens living in New York City and their house culture, which provides a sense of community and support for the flamboyant and often socially shunned performers. Groups from each house compete in elaborate balls that take cues from the world of fashion, also touching on issues as racism and poverty. The film features interviews with a number of renowned drag queens, including Willie Ninja, Pepper LaBeija, and Doreen Corey.
Wow.
LaBeija! But, yeah, that's my first queer killer bit.
Okay, and that was like the only person that she killed, basically?
Yeah, I mean, they're saying that there's not really a way to kind of find out, but that note was kind of leading it like it could have been self-defense. And even if it was,
it probably was though, because so many queer people are targeted and their lives are at stake. So I can see how that's.
And then keeping it under wraps. I read something they were saying that quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes, made sense for her not to call the authorities because they would have been, not really understanding, of course. Uh-oh.
That's her bread, y'all. And with that, I'll go ahead.
She's switching off. Perfect timing.
While she goes and gets the bread. Okay. So as she's working on her bread, my pick here was and this is somebody that I never heard of. I mean, a lot of people know Dahmer, we know. Well, I mean, I know one of the most popular ones is Dahmer, but we really don't talk. God damn.
And that's it.
I'm like, you're a fucking boiled crinkle.
I'm like, it's gonna be so quick when I pull it out of the oven. You ain't even gonna know. I'm making fresh bread, guys. I don't buy bread from the store anymore. I bake my own bread.
She is a baker.
I started it this year and I haven't gone back because I'm like, fuck your bread.
Fuck your bread.
Fuck your couch. Okay, go. Sorry.
So I was like, we don't really hear a lot about female killers, especially queer ones or lesbian ones. But this woman here, she was like, I was like, oh my God, it was horrible. She's actually quite horrible. She did horrendous things. But basically her name was
Buckle up, y'all.
Perovska Janso Ladanyi. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but she is Hungarian.
Okay.
And she was a Hungarian serial killer who killed 5 teenage girls. Okay. Oh, in order to satisfy her sexual urges. Oh, so she was one of them. This is what she looks like. Y'all probably may or not. I mean, I'll put a picture of her on the video. You probably cannot see that, but
right there. It looks like it's focused.
It's focused enough, but yeah, you can see that. Yeah, we'll put that on there. But basically,
wow, yeah, you don't hear that all the time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it was in the 50s, so literally like back in the days.
Oh wow!
Like she did these murders in the 50s, right? Her first murder was an 11-year-old little girl. She met her, I guess, like at a village, because Hungary. And she had met the 11-year-old girl who herded cows in the city outskirts. A few months later, she met her again in front of the vegetable shop. I'm not even going to mention this town name because I'm going to butcher it and yeah.
She's like, butcher.
So, she was standing in line for some food, right? And it was then that she decided to lure the little girl to her house by promising that there were more fries there. I guess she was getting French fries.
Oh my God.
And so when they reached the house, Janso gave her a novel to read. And while the little girl was reading, she was strangled from behind with an electric wire.
Oh my God.
So basically, after killing the girl, she performed sexual acts on her corpse. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, some fucked up ass shit, yes.
Whoa.
And then she basically dumped her in a well. So that was her first kill, right?
Wow, that is crazy.
Girl, yeah, it's a lot on this woman. And basically she came across a 13-year-old girl, same thing. The little girl was selling chickens. So she was targeting little girls. Yeah, I mean, you don't really hear that. And that's one of the few, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
she was
way back then, right?
Yeah, for a woman, yeah. Mm-hmm. So she was targeting little girls. So 13-year-old girl was her next victim, selling chickens. Basically, she was distracting the little girls by doing the same thing, you know, giving them books and bringing them to her house and blah, blah, blah. And she was just killing them. And then she would, I'm not going to go into detail because it's pretty fucked up. Like, she was just performing sexual acts with their dead bodies.
I mean, that says a lot right there, which, yeah, I'm sure there could be more details, but damn.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Okay, it's trigger fucking warning.
It's trigger warning. It's fucked up. I'm like, what the fuck? But apparently, she took a carrot, stuck the carrot, like, I guess, in her, and then she was obviously doing herself with the carrot while looking at the dead girl's corpse.
Oh my god. And
then also later performed sexual acts to the corpse. So she was just doing all sorts of fucked up ass shit.
Damn.
Yeah. So I won't read all of them, but basically she killed 5 girls. They were all within the age range of 11 to like 13. And then she killed a 12-year-old girl. And yeah, I mean, she killed them, and she had sexual stuff with them.
What is that called?
And they caught her and they killed her. They hung her. She later got killed, or got caught.
Right.
And actually, I should just see how they found her. So, basically,
I have a Coke Zero right here on ice, and it's so good.
Oh. You're like a Coke Zero.
If you hear the ice jiggling around. So
basically, she got caught. Basically, I'm just kind of skimming through this because I didn't do it. So basically, a 21-year-old woman said that. So I guess this was a 21-year-old woman at this point. So I guess she was trying to go with that. So she later, I guess the Johnsky or whatever the fuck her name is. I'm not saying it right. I guess tried to get her, and this woman fought her back. And so she tried to like strangle her as well, and she got away. So that's basically how she got caught, because the woman told the authorities about her.
Okay.
And so, long story short, they got her, they tried her, and they hung her.
I mean, girl, vile.
This one is a vile one. Yeah, like
Jeez,
this one wasn't even just out of self-defense. She just did it to do it.
Right, just
to get off, basically. You don't hear about that a lot, especially back in that day, especially in Europe, and especially from a woman who is doing it to other women.
Yeah, because
little girls,
That's what I was gonna say. Because like, I'm sure there are women killing. Just not in that way, like woman on female or on girl or whatever. And
I mean, I could see women killing older women, but it's crazy when you hear about it. Like you think about obviously cis men killing little girls. Yeah. But for a woman to do it, it's like, what the fuck? Like,
that is crazy.
Up. Yeah.
And I'm sure, it's happened, but like you don't hear about it often.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, right?
That's heavy shit right there.
This one, that was probably the most gruesome one, I would say.
God damn, that is putting it lightly.
Yeah.
Wow, y'all. I hope y'all buckled up for that, okay?
Yeah. No laughing matter. We ain't even laughing about that one.
No, I mean, there's nothing to fucking even where to take that.
Right.
Just poor babies.
Yeah, R.I.P.
That's so fucking young.
I know.
Jeez. Okay, so my next story, this is obviously they're all real life shit. That's what true crime is, so that's why in the beginning we were kind of like, okay, everybody, like,
buckle up,
just be prepared. We're about to talk about some shit.
Are you ready?
Are you motherfucking ready? Because girl, just reading some of this shit, I was like, oh shit, I wasn't ready. When I came across some of the stuff, I was like, jeez, man. This world is filled with just crazy, messed up people. We've said that before.
I'm just doing it. I always
get my stories started.
Just to calm y'all down.
She's got bracelets made out of crystals. What kind of crystals? To keep us safe and cleansed and balanced and grounded.
And then I got labradorite too, which just makes it.
Yes.
And then I got fox.
Why do you sound like you belong in the Muppets? I don't know why.
Okay, we just had to have a little lightheartedness first, though. After that, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, go
Oh
ahead.
my gosh.
Okay.
Okay, so my next true crime story involving a queer killer. Actually, why this story came to my attention is because just this year in February, and you can Google everything that we're talking about.
Right, fact check us.
Just, if you have more information, you could leave it in the comments. But I was reading about this. It's from Mississippi, and it's how Snapchat solved the murder of Jimmy J. Lee, which I guess it was July 2022 when he went missing, I believe. Yes, that has to be right. And this was Jimmy J. Lee was an open and gorgeous young queer black male. Jay was getting a master's in social work and was described as vibrant. Even organized community drives for baby formula and diapers to just help people in the community with that, because that should be expensive. So basically this person was just like a literal light in the community for people, just living his fabulous life, And there was a video from the apartment complex, apparently, of this person leaving their apartment in a robe and a bonnet, basically, at 4 a.m., coming back and leaving again about 6 a.m. Days later, the car was found in an impound, and they searched the car because, of course, they were like, he's missing because he missed some, event that he would never miss, and nobody could get in contact with him. So by then, they were like, oh, found the car, okay. iPhone was missing, of course, along with him. Debit cards and the whole wallet, I guess, was in the car still. So there's that little bit of stuff. But text and Snap ultimately ended up helping to solve this case. There was a guy named Tim Harrington, another young black male that, which once I kind of divulged all the information, I wanted to quickly talk about DL, which we can get into that, like I said, after this. But Tim Harrington was the suspect, and they kind of said the motive was because he was scared that he was going to be exposed, basically, and he's from a really good family. I think the dad or the grandfather, or maybe even both, were in the church, heads of their church.
Oh shit, okay.
And he was in sports, or he was on the right track, so he could not be gay.
Right.
Okay.
Heaven forbid.
Yeah, God, jeez.
God forbid.
God forbid.
I like to dabble into both sexes, but okay.
I know. But, so they're saying that could have been part of the motive, because when you see the footage of Jay basically leaving in the robe and all that, in connection with the text messages, he was texting Tim and basically saying I'm not coming back there. You're probably just trying to lure me to beat my ass. He's like, only way I'm going to go over there is if you reciprocate with me, what we were trying to do, because they were trying to hook up, or they had been already hooking up. And so Tim agreed, and then apparently, minutes after, because there's, time frame, of course, with the messages, minutes after Jay's okay, I'm going to come back over, literally Tim Googles how long it takes to strangle somebody.
Oh, okay.
And then that's the last girl.
Googling shit?
Girl.
That's the whole classic thing of getting yourself caught.
I mean, everything
Googling.
he fucking did. Then after, there a little bit later, I guess, once he had already committed the crime, He went to Walmart looking at stuff, ended up buying like duct tape or just something.
Oh, wow.
Because he was looking at big trash
Way to get
bins.
yourself out away. Always at Walmart, the suspect was seen buying duct tape, knives,
fucking
Shovels,
cleaner. Girl,
okay.
that's why at Walmart, you just never fucking know. It could be any time of day and people are there. They could be
It's
a
just
killer.
a person buying rope. What's the big deal?
People need rope. They need shovels. They need bleach. It's so crazy. I think about that all the time. Like, Walmart be popping with all kind of crazy dark shit all the time.
Oh, so many.
We're just in there shopping.
How many
I need
fucking
potatoes.
I need some tampons. I mean, come on now.
I mean, literally, and I'm in there thinking, like,
lube.
is this person a killer? You know? Anyway,
They have a
so
good selection of that stuff, by the way.
they do. I was really shocked.
Walmart's little sex section. I'm like, okay, Walmart, I see y'all on a budget.
By the safe sex utensils as well.
Buy all the cleansers. It's in the right spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Buy all of your essentials there, Walmart.
Anyways, so they get footage of him at fucking Walmart.
Of course.
I'm like, oh
Of course,
my God.
right?
So basically, he goes to trial and it's a mistrial because there wasn't enough evidence. Basically, there were like bits and pieces, but there just wasn't enough to kind of nail it. And it was like 11-1 when it came to the jury. They couldn't decide. And I guess the one wanted to be left, unknown. It was basically saying like, there's not enough evidence and there's just like, they just couldn't vote for what?
Nothing.
What? Oh.
I'm smelling the foam of this new microphone. Sorry, guys. I'm just weird.
If you're on YouTube, we're all zoomed in. I feel like more than usual on YouTube for some reason.
I don't know, but it's a brand new microphone, and I like the way the foam smells.
I don't know. That's weird. It's probably weird.
It smells very clean. Anyways, okay.
Trying to finish my story.
Sorry.
Or this story. It's not my story, but
Yes.
yeah. So basically, he mistrial. Okay, mistrial on that ass. And then this year in February, tell me why there's 2 deer hunters hunting out somewhere that was like maybe an hour and a half away, I believe, from where they were, and literally found Jay's body.
Wow.
They found his body.
I think I heard about that, actually.
Yeah.
I think I heard about that.
Yes, girl. And I was like, oh, honestly, I can't imagine what it would feel like to, like, of course, know that they're missing versus know that they're found, and they're found like that, basically.
I would want to know if they got found. I think that would drive me crazy.
Them to.
Yeah, like knowing if somebody's missing, like let me know they're dead. Like
some kind of closure, especially
it's gonna
having
hurt,
a body,
but not like knowing that you just don't know where they're at. I think that's the worst.
Even worse, torture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because either way, it's fucking torture.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now I think that they're gonna bring him back, and he's being charged with. Did I write anything? With capital murder. So yeah. And I'm just thinking, this is what I wanted to also say, because this is all because this little boy was basically on the DL with, if he wasn't gay or if he was bi or like fluid or whatever he was. But this is literally what happens to queer people sometimes in DL relationships.
Because they can't be themselves.
Yeah, and they're afraid.
Still frowned about being that way.
Yeah. Literally now I'm like, you killed somebody and you got caught and everybody knows why.
Right, when you could have just came out and lived your life. But I get it. It's easier said than done, I suppose. But it's like it's our society that drives people to that, I think,
it's
as well.
So crazy. It's so crazy to me. It's so R.I.P. to Jay, because that was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
But that was... I just classified that guy, Tim Harrington, as a queer killer because regardless if you're on the DL, I feel like you're still part of the queer community, honey.
Yeah, because I mean, he was just...
You could be married to your wife and and stepping out with, whatever, and you're still, you're queer.
And it sucks, but you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? You don't have to go and kill somebody. Just live your life.
It's because people they hate themselves for being queer, and they're scared of it because of what people think and how people judge and being shunned, and there's so many things that could happen. But I'm like, girl, I ain't gonna be killing nobody. First off, I ain't gonna be dealing with nobody that's like on the DL. I can't do that.
I mean, that's a whole nother topic.
It is.
That's a whole nother can of worms.
That's my my second to last story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my next one, I'll delve into mine. So mine is, I'm sure people know this one. Maybe not everybody, because she's not like talked about a lot, but she is popular enough. And she is another female killer.
Da.
No.
I'm sorry.
Da. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Eileen Wuornos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Eileen Wuornos is a popular female serial killer.
Yeah.
They made a movie about her called Monster. Charlize Theron played her. She did an excellent job in that show.
Yes, she did.
The transformation was crazy as hell.
It was crazy.
And basically,
wow.
Eileen Wuornos, I mean, she was a prostitute. She obviously lived a horrible life. Her childhood was fucked up. I mean, her father was a child molester, apparently. Her mother was like an alcoholic, but her mother left her and her brother basically to the grandparents, and the grandparents were not even any better because apparently the grandfather used to like beat her, and he would have people over, and like apparently I think at 11 years old, of course, like one of the grandfather's friends ended up molesting her.
Jeez.
So she, went through that, and she ended up she basically just wasn't, in a good environment. She was she ended up being a bad seed due to, I would say, just the predisposition of her environment.
Oh yeah.
And so she ran away, of course, at the age of 14. She started prostituting around that time. So she was just prostituting most of her life.
Yeah.
And she ended up killing throughout her life.
Make it out in those streets, honey.
Yeah. So she obviously was in Florida. This was in Florida. And she killed 5 men, right? And, oh no, I'm sorry, I lied. 7 men. Oh. 7 middle-aged white men were killed by her. One of them was Richard Mallory, David Spears, Charles Carskadden, Troy Barris, Charles Humphrey, Peter Sims, and Walter Antonio.
Dang.
So really, and I'll kind of skip a little bit of what all of the details and all that, but really what got her going and just what set her the fuck off apparently was that one of these men, he basically wanted, oh wait, let me go to my note here. One of these men tried to pretty much kill her in a sense, because we all know, I'm not saying condoning prostitute, but prostitutes do go through some shit. They're doing it. They're out there. It's sex work.
Yeah, sex workers.
It's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. It can be so dangerous.
And they're trying to make money, and you have motherfuckers trying to fuck them up.
Yeah.
So basically, this man, she explained that it was Mallory. Well, first of all, she said it was based on self-defense. That's what started off her whole killing. Well, her first kill. And that Mallory, Mallory and her, were gonna, do the deed, whatever. They were chilling, drinking, smoking, and basically he wanted her to have sex with her, he wanted her to have sex with him, but he said that he didn't have enough money. So one, he was trying to gyp her, and then when she refused, because she's like, well, I'm not gonna perform these sexual acts because you don't have money. He basically got pissed, and he started he pistol whipped her, and then he had a cord around her neck, and he basically threatened to kill her. Apparently, he might have been a killer himself, because he said in her confession, she said that he threatened to kill her like the other sluts I've done. That's what he said. So he could have very well fucking been a killer himself.
Yeah.
And she
was
ended
this in
him.
the 80s or the 90s?
That's a good question. You know what? Hold on. Let me. I'm all over the place. Oh my god!
Because I kind of remember that depiction in Monster, the movie.
Yeah, it's 89.
The piss away. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, close to the 90s, but still in the 80s.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah,
Damn, dude.
He was threatening to kill her. Said he was gonna kill her like the other sluts before her, and he basically hogtied her. He tied her up. He did rape her. So he raped her vaginally and anally, so trigger warning on that. And I know, but you know what I'm saying. So basically, she's trying to get away from him. You know, she's going into detail of the confession. They have the confession detail here, and he's like, calling her a bitch. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, blah blah blah. And I guess she got free, and she had a gun. Like, she did have a gun in her purse. Like, she just carried one.
Protection.
Right. And so, basically, there was a struggle, and she ended up killing him. Like, she got a round in him, and she just unloaded on him, basically.
Be like, it's you or me, boo.
Yeah. So, I mean, not that, what she did was, I'm not going to say, we can justify it, sure, but, like, yeah, that's what kind of set her off. I'm not saying that she should have killed the other men, but that's kind of what set her off. So I'm thinking she basically...
After the childhood and everything that she probably endured up until that point, then that man too, girl...
Yeah, so she just lost it at that point. So then after that, she just went on a killing spree, and I think she just basically had enough of these men, and she ended up killing the other men. But in between those men,
she's like, any little thing, like, look at this bitch eating this cracker, like fucking murking everyone left and fucking right.
You motherfucker! Oh, you want to pay for sex? Bam! I'm like,
all right.
I'm like, okay, so she lost it. She lost it.
Oh,
but in between the kills, she fell in love with a woman, like her, and she met a woman in 1986. She met Tyria Moore at a bar in Daytona Beach, Florida, and they began an intense romantic relationship that ended just before her final arrest in 1991. So Wuornos was arrested in 1991.
Okay.
And basically, they say that Tyria Moore didn't really kind of know what was going on, and maybe she didn't, but apparently, like, her and Wuornos would like go and like pawn shit that Wuornos would have apparently from these stolen men. Oh. So she never, I guess, thought of what it was or where it came from.
Didn't ask a lot of questions.
She just
like, fuck it, we're gonna go pawn it.
Yeah. So basically, that's just like the gist of it. Like, she killed these men. She had a relationship with a woman, and she got caught. And I want to say she was sentenced to death, actually.
I want to say that too for some reason, but I'm not sure.
I should have had this already. I should have had this.
I'm like,
she died in 2002.
I have a book that would have been perfect for this episode.
Oh, you know what? She was executed, yes. So she said that
past tense.
Okay. So yeah, she said I'm gonna read her last words, which is kind of cool. So she was executed. Her last words were pretty much, they said that they was kind of like, I guess, telling of her mental state, but she said, yes, I would just like to say that I'm sailing with the rock, and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus. Big mothership and all, I'll be back. That's what she said.
Wow.
I'm like, okay.
I wonder if she got a last meal.
Oh, I know, right? That would have been interesting to... I'm sure she did, right?
Our last episode was our 20th episode, and we talked about our last meal picks. Yeah. If you want to check that out.
Yes.
Speaking of like death row and...
Right, I'm gonna dive into it.
Yeah, I've known about her for a while. Again, I have a coloring book actually that I thrifted maybe a year or two ago, and it's actually serial killers in there.
Is she in it?
I think she is. I do remember because there's people, men and women, as far as like, I don't know, the early 1900s, maybe 1800s too.
Damn, all right.
But it's a cool little cone. But we're just making all kind of noise.
Yeah.
I have a chocolate bar that I might open.
Open it. For those that don't like us chewing and eating, sorry again. We try our best.
I got this. It's a private selection. It is 72% dark chocolate with almond pieces and blueberry granules. Swiss bar, rich and smooth.
Ooh.
Okay. I heard this
Oh shit, perfect.
I heard this before I get into my last story, we're gonna bust this open really quick. I heard this detail, and I'm not exactly sure how true it is because I didn't research it. I always feel like Willy Wonka. Like I wanna fucking find the golden ticket. And I want to be Charlie, so he gives me the chocolate factory.
Do you hear my elbow crack? Okay.
Oh, shit. We're going to take some bites. Fast forward.
Yeah, we're going to take some bites.
Dark chocolate. Cheers.
Mmm. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's real good. Salivary glands are just
Popping off. Mouth full of drool.
Oh, this shit good, girl.
I know, I love dark chocolate.
Oh my god.
With some tea, a hot cup of tea, and crumpets. Oh yeah, I love that. Okay. We are speechless. It's so good.
Girl.
Alright, we're gonna put that to the side because
Chocolate is such a gift from the Lord.
it is an amazing thing. Boys always licking your finger.
What that mouth do? That is like one of my fucking most favorite lines.
Oh, bitch, you're making me choke on my chocolate.
What that mouth do? I'll show you what it fucking does.
Oh my god. I don't know.
Give me that chocolate, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Give me that 6-pack. Okay.
How far are we along in here?
41 minutes. We're good.
Okay. Because we still wanted to add in a little bit at the end for the Dead Girls Talk. So, the last one I'm going to briefly touch on. I want to start off with a small disclaimer because
Yes.
it is very recent.
Yes.
Like, extremely recent.
Yeah.
We're the end of August 2025, and this literally just happened. And
Yeah.
it's very tragic. It's very fucked up. But it seems like from the many news articles that have been coming out back to back and just all kind of coverage on it, that this person was in fact trans.
Yeah.
And I'm saying was because they actually committed suicide after they did this shooting, basically. So, 2 children, we're going to first off just kind of start off with them, 8 and 10. They were actually killed once the attacker opened fire.
This was the recent shooting that happened, y'all.
Mm-hmm. At the Annunciation Church on Wednesday. Today's Friday. So literally, like, it just fucking happened. We already had this topic of queer killers picked out, and then this happened this week. So, like...
Yeah, it was kind of coincidental. But we figured, well, you know...
And we were kind of talking about it before, whether we should even talk about this. Just because it is a very touchy subject. There's a lot of things going on.
It's meant to bring awareness to, though, we'll say that.
It is. And as we know, as queer family,
Yeah.
Being part of the queer community, we know that these type of stories, while it's so tragic and it's so fucked up, it doesn't matter who committed this kind of crime, it is just fucked up.
Right.
And it's unnecessary. And this person was obviously mentally unstable. But the fact that this person is trans, of course, I feel like there's so many articles, because I read so many articles the other night, or last night, excuse me, about this. I was just like, oh my God. So much focus on that detail.
Yeah, that detail.
And I'm just like, dude, like there are kids and there are kids dead. I'm like, there are people hurt. I'm like, there's a family that is dealing with the fact that their kid is a shooter and committed suicide. And it's just, it's crazy. It's so fucking crazy, I feel like. And unfortunate. It's just on so many different levels. It really, really is. But I do want to also say this, because, and I'm not trying to say this like in a way that's like trying to justify, because again, no matter who would have did this, whether you're straight or trans or gay or whatever, like, it's just fucked up.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I feel what we're trying to say is like, I feel like the media, they didn't have to bring the fact in that this person was trans, because it's irrelevant.
I mean, yeah, and they can, but it's like the amount of focus that it's just insane.
It's almost like demonizing that community
and villainizing, which, I mean, and absolutely, like, we know, and I told her before the episode, like, we need another reason for the gay and trans community to be villainized, because we're already fucking the villains,
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I'm just like, no focus ever when it comes to these type of things about gun control. Like, no, like, thoughts about, like, it's just not even a thing when it, like, and I think this person, I don't know what kind of weapons, if it was like, they had multiple weapons, actually. This person's name is actually Robin Westman, which is the name that they changed to, because it was like Robert before, apparently. But they had multiple weapons, like clips and shit, that had messages on the clips.
Yeah.
And it was just fucked up, man. A lot of different dark clues that were left from this person. A note apparently to the family. Stuff on YouTube that was really fucked up and dark as well. It's just all kind of unfolding, but while I was reading into this and kind of diving into different articles, something else that I came across was just the fact that, yes, when the people do happen to be queer or trans, I'm just going to say queer because I kind of add trans is in there for me for the queer community. Like, there's so much focus on it, but in reality, when you do the research, the majority, like, the numbers don't lie, but the majority of mass shooters are typically cisgendered white males. Which, that's not to put anyone down,
we don't
like,
want to
facts
talk
are
about
facts.
Right? Y'all don't want to talk about that, though, right?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that, but, like, that's literally, like, what the fuck it is. And again, like, no talk about the guns, really. But that also leads me to the fact of something else I came across as far as gun violence and all that. In the 90s, apparently, there was an amendment passed, and it was called the Dickey Amendment, I believe. And it basically put a halt to funding for gun violence research. Basically, because a particular group came up with some data that having guns basically, like, means you're more likely to get shot, or like somebody's gonna kill themselves or something like that. Because apparently that's like the second biggest killer of people under 30 or under 25 or something like that is gun related accidents. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And then just looking at the mass shooting stuff too, but they literally stopped funding the research. The NRA backed that. The NR backed the
I mean, that's not
that explains it fucking self.
Yeah, I mean, that's no surprise. That doesn't surprise me at all.
That explains it fucking self. And it wasn't until like, I can't remember, it was 2013 or 2018 that they started getting some funding towards that type of thing. And I'm just like, dude,
they probably don't have any funding anymore though, because
yeah, that's kind of always the thing with that. But I just thought that was a really interesting tidbit that I came across just researching about mass shootings and stuff, gun related violence, I guess, you know.
Yeah, that's, I mean, and I didn't even know about that amendment, honestly. Like, when she told me, I was like, what? But she kind of really dives into that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Girl, it was a rabbit hole the other night. I was like, holy shit, the NRA, okay.
And if
y'all are wild for that one.
You know, and again, fact checked us. I mean, if anybody's listening and you disagree, or if you're like, no, that's incorrect, like,
correct
feel
us
free
for
to
sure.
comment. That's fine. Send us a comment. You know?
And I know we're not sourcing our information like, oh, we got it from here or whatever, but like, it's Google the stuff specifically and like you'll see the information.
I mean, and the statistics are there too. I mean, but what we're trying, what it all boils down to, and again, this will kind of like tie into our living, you know, our Dead Girls Talk here, but nobody, it's not just one group of people. Like, it could be anybody. It could have, I think there was women who've done stuff like this. Obviously, women have done some horrendous things. There's men who do it. There's, you know, men of color who do it. There's, you know, women of color. I mean, anybody could be doing it. There's children who have done this stuff before. There's been teenage murderers who do it. It's not just one thing. But what boils down to is like, and I guess this will tie into our Living Dead Girls Talk, is that mental health is huge. And we kind of just sweep it under the rug. And we kind of have to ask ourselves, like, why is this even happening? And we don't know why. I mean, it's like that's like the $1 million question. Like, why is this happening?
It's so complicated, I feel like. Because it's like, if you're in an abusive environment, like, nobody's talking about mental health and they don't give a fuck about it. And that's like a huge part of that kind of cycle, you know? Look at Eileen.
Yeah, that's true, you know? And like, it kind of makes you think, like, for me, and we're going into Living Dead Girls Talk, but like
Dead Girls Talk switch.
Dead Girls Talk now is what I'm trying to say is like allyship, okay? Check on your people, like see, you know, get involved with your kids, get involved with your friends, get involved, you know, try to, and I'm not saying that's gonna always work. People can be really just like, you know, you never knew they were gonna fucking do it, but like, we tend to ignore the signs or sweep it under the rug. And it's like, you know, even with allyship with like, you know, the queer community, the gay, the trans, the lesbians, all that stuff, like, you know, be supportive. Like, you know, everybody needs help in some sort of way. Everybody needs to feel like they're not some sort of burden or some sort of like, their lifestyle is so wrong that, you know, you just can't talk. I'm not good at explaining things or words sometimes with that part, but what I'm saying is like, be kinder. That the whole point is like, be kinder, you know, because one, you don't know what people are going through. Two, you don't know if it's not really indirectly hurting you based on who they love. I mean, what does it fucking matter? You know, you can show respect. You know, you don't have to like somebody, just show them respect. That's the point too, as well. That's how I feel. Yeah,
but that's the debate, right? That's the fucking debate.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it would be like,
people, you know, check on your friends that need help.
I was having a conversation about something like this, and the person was basically saying like, oh, well, it doesn't matter, like, if they're racist or if they're this, like, as long as they're doing their job well, like, as long as they're not messing with me, like, this and that. and I didn't say this in the moment because I was talking about supporting small and supporting people that might look more like you or that are part of the queer community or whatever, you know? And they were basically saying, like, that doesn't matter. And I'm like, okay, so what I should have said is, if it doesn't matter, then go find KKK people and support them only. If it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's so fucking extreme, but, like, to me, sometimes, I don't know, that's too extreme, but yeah. But that's just the idea, though. Like, if it doesn't really matter, I don't know.
I mean,
scratch that then. Bad analogy.
Yeah. Well, no, I get what you're saying. What you mean? It's like it's kind of like it doesn't matter, but it's like it does matter. Like, you don't want to support something that could be indirectly hurting somebody that you care for or somebody that I don't know that this is a whole nother can of worms.
It is. I'm sorry.
What? Let me go back.
The Dead Girls Talk topic is about allyship because we changed that. I thought we were actually talking about mental health, but the allyship.
Well, it's allyship and mental health because it all kind of ties in too. Because sometimes we get So my thing is, like, we get so tied up in and I'm guilty of it. I get it. Like, sometimes I know, and I'll admit it. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm not a good friend, and I'll admit it. For those who are listening who are my friends, I am sorry. Y'all, and for those who truly fucking know me, y'all know that we may not even have to talk. You know, we might be years we don't talk, months, whatever. But if you pick up that phone and you say, Rachel, I need your help, I don't know what to do, or I'm gonna kill myself or something, I'm gonna fucking pick up that phone and call you. I'm gonna go get you. I'm gonna do whatever. It doesn't matter how long we have talked.
Yeah.
And I even say that about people that have fucked me over, and I've told this to several people, that even if somebody were to call me who has fucked me over, I'll go help them, you know? I'm not going to say anymore.
I'm like, well, good for you. I don't know.
I'll go help them because that's just who the fuck I am. And what I'm trying to say is, like, just be, I don't know, man. I don't know. Now I'm going to stop on that part.
I know what you're trying to say. You're just saying, like, being there for people in certain ways, you know? As far as that allyship, whatever you are, whatever, however you identify, like, sometimes it takes something so small and it could really help somebody, basically, because the correlation with a lot of these mass shooters, no matter how they identify, is mental health shit. Even though some of them, they have no criminal activity or charges or anything before they do some of these shootings, but there was, like, mental health struggle. But it's so hard to know when to step in, I guess, sometimes. And is there someone around that's gonna step in?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, you never know. Like, maybe, well, I mean, I'm not good at sometimes my shit just gets jumbled up because I'm trying to, like, explain it better. But, like, yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not saying, like, you know, Nikki's always, me and her are a little opposite on this part, but, like, we switched
this topic. We originally were going to talk about something else, and we switched it to the allyship.
It's so all in the same. We're all allies with each other. That's what I'm trying to say, is be allies with each other. Like, help each other. My thing is, like, just help each other, you know? I mean, to a certain extent, what I'm saying is, like, don't hurt yourself in the process. That's what I mean. But if, like, people need help, the world is already fucked up. What I'm trying to say is, like, the world is fucked up. There's a lot of fucked up ass shit. Mm-hmm. But we as people and as a society and just as friends and family, whatever, like, we can still try to, like, make it better and help like your friends and your loved ones if they need it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, check in like with people, you know, like because life is too short. And I don't know, man. I don't know what I was going with.
The topic went off the rails.
This whole episode is a deep episode, though. You know?
It is, yeah. We already anticipated that we were going to be talking about some heavy shit.
It's heavy, yes, it is. It's heavy.
Talking about death and killers and queer topics and just life and death. I don't know. It's hard. I'm like, because everybody's living in their own world sometimes, and we're busy, and we're this, and we're tired, and we're whatever.
Sometimes we just forget to check in with each other. Mm-hmm. And with ourselves.
Yeah, that's a big one.
With ourselves.
That is a big one with a lot of these people, I think. It's hard. I'm like, because that mental health journey, it's hard. And it can take you to some really dark, ugly places that I can understand how some people might not fucking make it back from that shit. Just trying to sort through it, trying to, you know, be okay. Like, that shit's hard. That is some hard shit.
It really is. It really is. And ultimately, just another thing too is like, tell your people you love them. Tell them you love them.
Tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah. Tomorrow's never promised, so that's what it is. There's Mia right there. Making an appearance. Hey, Lumi. Oh, she's very okay. Because he was going to get off the table. He's very much loved out, though, so don't worry.
He is.
He is not abused. He's the one abusing us, as we always say. Because he's like, I heard something about allyship.
He's like, I'm gonna go over here and bite y'all's fucking face. Speaking of that, this morning at like 5, in between like 5 and 5:30, I'm like tossing and turning already, and something scared the living fuck out of my cat. I don't know.
Speaking of spooky shit,
I don't know what it was. I didn't hear or see anything, but he literally sleeping next to me, like by my pillow, bolted across my face, and can you see the little scratches?
I do see him, but barely.
Girl started bleeding.
Weird, though. I don't know.
Fucking bleeding, and I had to get up and wash it because I was like, "Oh shit, it's definitely bleeding." So I had to get up and wash it.
I don't know. Last night was a weird night too. Anyways, for me, even for me, because I had like kind of like a semi-night terror. I remember I was telling you that.
You were saying that, and I was like, "We got to talk about that later," because I was not focused.
Oh.
Well, I was focused on my work stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it was just I don't know. I was like. It was weird. I was just dreaming. I was hearing noises and like it was. I felt like something was like. I don't know how. I really just don't know how to explain it. Anyways, again, another story, another topic. I don't know. But I guess. I guess we'll wrap this up now. I mean, yeah, deep episode, guys. Not again. It's
yeah.
It's a lot of reflection.
Next time we don't need to switch the topic right before, literally. Like we don't need to do that.
I'm gonna tell you something. We decided to talk about this, right? And then we were like, our Dead Girls Talk was gonna be about
being single
and empowered. But I was like, that's kind of weird. Like I felt like it didn't go well with our.
After talking about killers, we're like,
and
why we're happy to be single.
Yeah, so I was like, let's talk about mental health and just allyship, which they both go hand to hand.
It does, but it's good to just have your thoughts together before a little bit instead of like live, like, oh, the guy with the hat. I was
not in a dress pose, not in a dress. All I'm saying is that check on each other, check in on yourself. Because most importantly, if you don't take care of yourself, then you're not going to be able to take care of others.
Yeah, that's very true.
That goes down to it. And don't, live your life. Try to be happy. The world is not fair. We already know this.
Yeah.
It's ugly. It's hard. But at
that's
the end of the
kind
day,
of
we
what
can
makes
show
people
small kindnesses here and there.
Yeah, I mean, Just because you've been through some shit, it doesn't mean you're allowed to be a fucking asshole.
Just because you've been hurt doesn't mean you're allowed to hurt others.
Mudvayne just came out with a fucking song. It's called Hurt People, Hurt People.
We love Mudvayne. And
I was just like, damn, yes. I mean, dude, yeah. And then talk about that, like, you don't do the work. And yeah, we were talking about that recently because of somebody about just seeing that darkness in them and knowing that they have not done any fucking inner work at all. They're just kind of succumbing to the darkness in a lot of ways, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But c'est la vie. Sometimes you make it through, sometimes you don't. I don't know. I know I've been close to that edge a few times in my fucking life. I'm very candid about that. I know we need to wrap it up, but I've been close to that fucking edge a few times.
Yeah, I'm glad you stepped back.
Yeah, same. Show kindness to yourself too. That's very important. Yeah. But y'all, again, yeah, deep episode, deeper than usual. Usually we're like, next episode will be a little more lighthearted because it's going to be a movie. And we already kind of picked it out, right?
We did, but we're not going to tell you until the next episode.
80s horror, though, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. I'll be excited to talk about that fucking movie and the trauma it instilled in me as a child.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Trauma.
But thank everybody for stopping in if you're new. Thank everyone if you are returning again. Okay? Exactly. And give us a like, give us a follow.
Yeah.
Send us an email at scaresandtrill@gmail.com. Send us a scary story.
I still ain't got a fucking email, y'all, so I don't know what the fuck.
Nobody's sending emails anymore.
Nobody's sending emails.
If you want to send us an email that says, I'm sending you an email, do that.
You just do that. Just do that. Fuck with us.
But then also include a movie that we could talk about that's horror or sci-fi.
Yeah. In fact, if any listeners, give us a movie you think we should check out. Maybe we have checked out, maybe we haven't, but throw it in there.
Horror, thriller, sci-fi, something weird, dark. Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're signing off, and our sign-off slogan is, don't forget to return to the living dead girls.
More chocolate. Bye.